Here we're back. We have talked about expansion and retracement in the previous video. In this video, we're going to talk on what we see in terms of AMD or accumulation, or manipulation and expansion. Okay, when I mean this, what I really mean is this following things here. Let me try to move this out of the way. Yup. These guys out of the way. Things are getting out of hand. Too many things, too many drones here. Yeah. Okay. What do we mean by these phases? Okay. What we understand about accumulation, that when the market's moving sideways, actually doing is accumulating orders. That's why it's called accumulation. Relative highs and lows, these are actual people who have been buying and selling. So orders are accumulated, the market's not really going anywhere, people are waiting for the market to move on one side, but both buyers and sellers are waiting for that. So there are people who are gonna lose money and the people are gonna gain money here. That's why it's called accumulation. So understanding the market structure on sideways market and in terms of relative highs and relative lows, or trading within the range and things like that, it's actually telling you about the orders, which is called a whole phase is called accumulation. So what really happens is when the market forms or makes accumulation, most of the time what's it trying to do? We go back to 4 hours. Yes. Okay. You see here the market was accumulating. Then what happens? Comes manipulation. If I read, let me go back to 1 hour to see this clear. Yes, here it is. So the market first started by moving sideways, accumulating orders in this phase here. Yeah. What did the market do? The market was creating equilibrium highs and lows, moving sideways, then boom, moves up. Yeah, when it's supposed to be moving down, but then the market comes and moves up. What did it come and do? It came out to clear orders, then came a bit in accumulation again, then expanded down. So now this is what we're talking here. We're talking about accumulation, accumulating orders, then boom, the market did manipulation, then finally the market expanded down. So these 3 different phases. You don't want to have this similar color. Yeah. So understanding which market condition you're in, it gives you a profitable understanding, or gives you an anticipation of what the market's going to happen next. And if you notice, we're in a down movement here. In macro perspective, expansion, retracement, expansion, which happened here at the end. So it's a similar structure. Similar structure. And let's go again and again and again. You will see this market structure happen again and again. In the micros, remember smaller time frame, 1 hour, not 4 hours here, so we see them clearly. Okay, here we have market moving sideways slightly here, creating relative lows. The market boom comes down, then continued upwards. Yeah, so such market condition is accumulation, manipulation, and followed by expansion and retracement and onwards. Yeah. If you look in high time frame, this is actually expansion, retracement. it looks that simple, but inside there's these small details. These small details is what the phases are, the three phases we're talking about. So the market moves in three phases, but the main two phases that you need, easy to understand, is expansion and retracement. This takes a bit of practicing to be able to capture the concept and really understand. This is expansion, like accumulation of orders. People know that's gonna buy. People are buying at these lows. Some people know it has to. People know that the market's been dropping, so we're expecting it to sell. They're selling. So what happens when the market comes down here? It clears the stop losses of these guys who are buying, and it gives hope to people that are selling. They'll increase selling orders when the price goes down, and when it does so, it actually manipulates people who are actually buying, and sellers believe that the market is going to sell, and increase their orders and selling. So what happens is that they are manipulated and the market goes up. But it's for those buyers who know this kind of market structure, stop losses will their order, the stop loss will be below this low, and yeah. So when the market comes down here, manipulation. After the manipulation, let me write an M here. The market expands up, expansion to the upside. You have accumulation, manipulation, expansion to the upside. The market moves in a similar way again and again and again and again. Here the market tried to go a bit sideways, meaning accumulating orders. The market boom came down, the market expanded up, which is a similar market condition, accumulating orders, manipulating, and expanding upwards. Yeah, I think same here. The market did accumulation, then expanded downwards. Okay, I don't see manipulation here. Maybe because the accumulation itself is a manipulation. Okay, these things you'll come to know as you practice again and again and again. Why do you manipulation? Manipulation is going with a different direction as a major direction. What do you mean by major direction? Macro direction. So if macro direction is bullish, then you see in micro, the market behaves differently. You should know the market is manipulating. Then it's going to go the major direction or intended direction. And how do you know which direction? Remember the higher highs, the lower lows, when the market's going up condition, the market's going down condition, those kind of things actually telling you the direction the market's going to go. So combining macro and micro is this behavior of accumulation, manipulation, and expansion. But when you look at macro perspective, you're looking at expansion and retracement. Yeah, smaller time frame, you get to see these three phases we're talking about. Like here, okay, the market's going down, did an expansion going down, made a lower low. So we know market's going down. So if it's going down, what's going to happen? Market doesn't just move first. There's accumulation followed by manipulation here. M. Okay, trying to draw M here, but does not work. I gotta draw it. Right, type it. M, which is a manipulation here. Clear these orders, buy orders here and here. Came up to increase more buys in the market, and then what happens? Sell orders, people who sold their stop losses just high around these areas get stocked out in the market, boom, then buyers get taken out of the market and some sellers as well. So it did a manipulation before the expansion. Yeah, then that's what we have. That's what we call the process. The phases. That's what we mean by the three phases. The fourth one, or that one, is just to understand macro perspective. That's why we're using expansion and retracement on a higher time frame, and H1 we're looking at these three phases. And I think we have concluded on the market phases here. Let's go to 4 hours and let's look at our list of things we decided we're going to talk about. Fortunately, the internet is not responding right now. We'll do the checklist once we do in the next clip.